Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well and your new year is off to a great start. I know it has been a minute, but I'm excited to catch up with you guys and of course beat this face. So make sure you go ahead and get comfortable, grab your matcha sis, and let's get to it. So if you guys are regulars on my channel, you already know the drill. We're gonna dive straight into our eyeshadow. Brows are done, eyelids are prepped with some concealer, and I just set that in place with my Laura Mercier Ultra Blur setting powder. Today's vibe is giving very much like bronzy gold moment. That's what I'm envisioning in my head, and of course, I'm gonna be going in with a Sigma Beauty palette. If I could recommend one brand for you guys to check out when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, it's definitely Sigma Beauty. First of all, they have so many different palette options with so many different hues and tones depending on what your vibe is. But today, I really want to go in with this palette. This is their On Nook palette, and I really like it because it has, you know, the classic brown tones and the gold. It also has like a little bit of a pop of color, which I think I'm gonna explore more into like the spring. So I'm gonna start off with the transition color, and I'm gonna be taking this shade right over here, and it's called July 11th. It's always the pigment and blendability for me. Do you guys see how easily that is blending out? But what I'm really excited about, guys, is that I've been seeing lately online, everybody wants to bring back the 2016 makeup era. And I'm so happy to see it because 2024 is giving very much let's have fun and enjoy makeup again. Like, I've always been a full face glam girl, but I also think there is so much that we can take away from the clean beauty era, which was how we focused on our skincare, especially during the pandemic. Makeup kind of took the back burner, and I feel like that's what really sparked the clean beauty era, because people, when they were putting an effort and energy into their beat, they just wanted to look effortless and just basically look like I woke up like this, but I really didn't, okay? I also love that the clean girl aesthetic really opened up the window for a lot of us to really focus on our base routine. Like, the complexion was complexioning, okay? If you see a lot of the full glam girlies these days, their base makeup gives melted, it gives skin. And now I'm just going in with the shade Cacao to add a little more intensity. I want this eye look to be hella dramatic.com today, okay? We are giving full glam and all its extraness because I just feel like my soul is calling for it, okay? But like I was saying, I feel like we've accomplished through this whole minimalistic makeup era, which I feel like it's not gonna go anywhere anytime soon, because just doing that quick, refreshing look is always gonna be timeless. But I also feel like it gave us time to really hone in on our complexion routine so that all of our products sit more on the skin like skin. Like, the one thing about 2016 makeup, I feel like it was very full coverage foundation. And a lot of the times you don't need a full coverage foundation. Maybe you might need a tinted moisturizer and then you go in and spot conceal or color correct on areas that you might need a little bit more extra coverage. Maybe you might need a mixture of a tinted moisturizer and then maybe a full coverage foundation on the areas that you need it, so that your whole base doesn't feel as cakey, doesn't feel as like powdery when you set it in place. I think that's what I loved so much more about the clean beauty era. So that's why I feel like 2024 for me on my end is all about wearable makeup looks, and I kind of feel like that's been my vibe for like the past 2 years, but especially in 2023 I loved rocking, you know, a full-on eyeshadow look, but then maybe like skin tint and a tinted moisturizer on the base, so like the whole face is giving like a perfect in-between of both aesthetics. Like, I want to pop on my eyes, but I want my skin to look like skin. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's look as well, guys. So I'm going to be trying some newer products and incorporating that routine with you guys here. But moral of the story is, I feel like use more products that work for your skin. Like, take the time to look into that. I really do want to do a whole updated base routine with my like go-to products when I'm going out. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that, and I will definitely film it, inshallah. And now that we have that all blended out, I'm gonna go in with my Sigma eyeshadow base primer in the shade Persuade. When I tell you guys, there is no other eyeshadow primer that you need in your life other than this one from Sigma. And this is not a sponsored video, guys. I just really love their palettes and this eyeshadow base especially. I think I've been using this eyeshadow base since like 2020, and nothing has topped it for me. It is the perfect base to kind of prep your eyelid before you go in with your shimmer. You'll notice that your shimmer shades are 10 times more pigmented, and I just live, okay? I live for it. So I'm just gonna take a flat brush and then just blend that out. And now that our eyes are all prepped, I'm gonna go in with this shade right over here. It's called Adorn. Just by looking at it in the palette, it looks like it's gonna give what I need it to give, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and just start to pack that in. There it is. That's exactly the gold and like shimmeriness that I wanted on my lid. Are you guys seeing that? I hope it's showing up on camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue to pack that in, but it's so pretty. I am obsessed. So I went ahead and quickly just cleaned up the shadow at the ends with some micellar water with a cotton pad, just so that our shadow is more snatched. And then I'm just going in with a little bit of this black shade because I felt like the brown wasn't giving the definition that I wanted to in the eye. So I was just taking a little bit of that and lightly blending it into the crease just so that the gold shimmer really pops. Okay, I'm loving how the eyes are looking. It's cute, it's cute. So we're gonna leave the eyes as is and dive into our base now. And for primer, I'm gonna take this one from Refi. It's their face primer, Glow and Sculpt. And when I tell you, this product is worth the hype. I get it. It really does help hydrate and plump your skin. And I noticed that it works well underneath any single complexion product I use, because some of these primers out here can be disrespectful, okay? You can go ahead and apply your foundation over it and all of a sudden it starts to ball up, and nobody got time for that, okay? I feel like when you gotta wipe off all that foundation, it's such a waste of product, and we don't have time for that over here. It is the glow for me. Do you guys see how that just instantly hydrated our skin? Yes, I'm here for it. And to color correct, I'm gonna be taking this one from NARS. This is their Radiant Cream color corrector in the shade Medium. It's like a nice peachy shade. This is my first time trying this shade. I think I tried the more orangey tone last time and it was a little too much on the darker side, but it was so long ago, so I really don't remember how I felt about it, to be honest. So knowing NARS, their products always eat every single time, especially the complexion products, so I think we should be good. Yeah, that actually blended out flawlessly, and we just look nice and refreshed now and ready to go in with the rest of our base makeup. Like I told you guys, I'm gonna be going in with a skin tint. This is my first time trying this one though. It's from Fenty Beauty. This is their Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. I'm gonna be taking the shade 13. A lot of people hype up the skin tint, so I kind of wanted to give it a try and see what it looks like on my skin, especially since I'm more on the drier side. Okay, so far I'm not mad at it. I think it's sitting on the skin really nicely. I feel like the coverage is really good. I probably would just go in with a little bit of concealer right around my mouth and then just right on the sides of my lips, because that's where my foundation or skin tints tend to oxidize the fastest throughout the day. So I would just put a little more coverage in those areas. But other than that, it's sitting on the skin really nicely. I'm gonna get a little closer so you guys can see. I'm not mad at it, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So I'm gonna go ahead with some concealer now. And I also have their new concealers that I've been curious to try, and this is their We Are Even Hydrating Long Wear Concealer. I actually have a few shades on hand. I have 315, 330W, and 335W. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go in with the shade 330W. It looks like it's gonna be a good shade. Personally, I don't go for like a super bright under eye. I kind of like a more natural under eye concealer shade, because from my experience, guys, when you do like flash photography or if you go out somewhere, I think the like brighter under eye just shows so much more in certain lighting. So I kind of like to go in with a concealer shade that's like not too bright, if you know what I mean. So that's just personal preference. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of that. I'm actually gonna try 335 and see what it would look like around my mouth area. I'm not sure which one I'm liking more, like which shade I'm liking more, but I might mix a little bit of 335 just to make sure we have like the same hues going on. And then I'm just gonna take my beauty blender to blend that out. Yeah, that blended in really nicely. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean towards the shade 335W more, because I just like how that looks underneath the eye. So I just quickly went ahead and set my under eyes off camera because guys, I really wanted to snatch up our eyeshadow with the powder as well. And I knew I would get powder all over the hijab and I kind of didn't want to stain the hijab for the looks, okay? But I went in with my Laura Mercier Ultra Blur setting powder. And guys, I literally have been using this every single time I beat my face. Like once in a while, I switch it up and I go in with the Huda Beauty powder when I want to really brighten up the under eye in the shade Banana Bread. But this translucent powder right here has a special place in my heart. I am obsessed with it. It's just so good. It's so good. And I feel like the concealer looks really good now that I set it in place. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's giving very much not cakey, which we don't have time for. So now I'm gonna go ahead with some bronzer and I'm gonna be taking my favorite bronzer of all time. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade Tan. And guys, take in how huge this bronzer is. It will last you so long. So if you want to invest in a good bronzer, I've been saying this for so long, do not sleep on this one. It blends into the skin like butter. And for highlight, I'm actually going to try this one for the first time from REM Beauty. This is their Miss Mercury Highlighter Topper. It's a top coat illuminator. When I swatched it, it looked like a really pretty shade to go with this look. Okay, now that I'm applying it on, it's a little more on the silvery side than when I swatched it on my hand. But I'm just going to go ahead and apply it on my other cheek just so that everything is even. But I'm going to definitely have to go in with a deeper highlighter shade just to make that work. So I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty highlighter. This is my favorite highlighter palette, and this is the Rich Glow Obsessions Mini Face Highlighter Palette. I'm gonna take this deeper shade right over there just to kind of like tone down that silvery highlight. Yeah, that is super pretty. Like the REM Beauty highlight was stunning. It's just a little too light for me, so I'm probably gonna have to see if they have any deeper shades in their highlighters and then check that out next time. Okay, period. It's the disrespectful glow for me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and smoke out my lower lash line just using the exact same shade that we used as our transition color, that nice brown. Okay, I love how that looks. I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner now, and I'm taking the High Pigment Long Wear Eyeliner from NARS. Normally, I always go in with like a brown or a black eyeliner on my waterline, so I kind of want to switch it up today and go in with like a nude just to brighten up the eye. Doesn't that look so good, guys? I feel like this is giving very much old school Jasmine vibes. I remember when I was all about the colored eyeliners, I would go in with like greens, blues, pinks, whites, like so many different shades just to have the eyeshadow pop, and I kind of missed it, but it is a moment. I'm really loving it. NARS, super pigmented, and it doesn't irritate the eyes if you have sensitive eyes like me. Before I go in with my mascara, I'm actually gonna take some of my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Do you see how that just brought back life into the skin? I feel like it just really helped to blend in our powder products to make it more skin-like. And I haven't used the Charlotte Tilbury one in a minute, but it looks really nice on the skin. So now for mascara, I'm gonna be taking this new mascara from Benefit. I'm just gonna be taking a light coat, guys, because I'm gonna go in with lashes anyways, so we don't need to be putting on too much mascara. Okay, first thoughts, I actually really like the wand of the mascara, and I like that it doesn't have a whole lot of product, because some of the mascaras, I feel like when you snatch it out, it has so much product on it, and then it just makes your mascara like super clumpy, and you gotta wipe off half of the product before you actually use it, because you don't want a thick layer. You kind of want to build up on your mascara as well. If you know, you know. So far, I'm actually really liking it. I'm gonna give it a proper test and maybe like an everyday makeup look for you guys in the future, but so far, I am not mad at it. But Benefit always releases some really nice mascara. A few of my favorite mascaras are actually from them, like the Bad Gal Bang mascara and the Roller Lash mascara are so good. So I'm just gonna take some on the lower lash line as well. And for lashes, you guys already know, I'm going in with my velour lashes. Of course, do we expect anything different? Absolutely not. It's always gonna be velour lashes all day, every day. Loving their plant fiber lashes. And this is gonna be my first time trying this style. This is the style Wildflower, and I feel like it's gonna give, like it's gonna really bring this look to life. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on and be right back. And a moment of silence for these lashes because I am obsessed. I think I found my new fave, guys. You know me, I'm glued to the Can't Be Tamed framed lashes from Velour because I feel like they're so flattering on my eye shape. I literally use it for majority of my makeup looks, but this, prepare to be sick of me, okay? Because I'm gonna be rocking these lashes too many times. I can already see it. Like, it's so pretty. Velour, you never cease to disappoint me. So now we're gonna finish off this look with our lip combo, and of course we're gonna start off by lining our lips. I'm gonna be taking this lip liner from Makeup Forever in the shade Limitless Brown. And for lipstick, I'm gonna be taking this one from Shiseido. This is their Techno Satin Gel Lipstick in the shade Data Stream. It's such a pretty pink, guys. And honestly, if you're looking for pigmented, moisturizing lipsticks, or just pigmented lipsticks in general, Shiseido is where it's at, and they have a really good color range, especially the Techno Satin Gel Lipstick formula because it's so moisturizing on the lips. So if you don't like to do like an intense 3-step lip combo with a gloss and a matte lipstick and a lip liner, you want something hydrating, especially in this winter ashy season. We don't need ashy lips, okay? Not on my watch, all right?
Not on my watch.
So make sure you guys go ahead and check this formula out because it's too good. And it's really the lip for me, guys. It is perfect. It literally matches my hijab, which is exactly what I wanted to go for. Kind of gold tones on the eyes and then a pop of pink on the lips. And I really, really love how this whole look turned out. This is very much full glam Jasmine. And I just wanted to show you guys that to me, this is a wearable glam. Like, I could go out in this look because I know my skin is giving skin, but I'm giving drama on the eyes. So 2024 wearable looks, guys. Go for a thinner, consistent when it comes to your foundation and your base. Try that and thank me later. And if you have blemishes and things like that to cover, color correct and then go in with a little bit of a spot concealer, but make sure you go in with a concealer that basically matches your skin tone and matches your tinted moisturizer, and you will be able to achieve that flawless look as well. So yeah, this has been working for me and I'm really happy with all the products that I used today. Everything turned out to be chef's kiss. To finish off the vibes of this look, I'm gonna go in with this perfume from Kayali. It smells so good, and as you can see, it's matching the vibes for today, you know? I feel like this is gonna be my go-to spring scent, and this is the Kayali Sparkling Lychee. I love putting some on when I'm done filming too because I just really feel like it ties the whole look together. So I'm gonna go ahead with a little bit of that, and it smells so good. I am obsessed, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Would you guys recreate this look? Let me know in the comment section below, or even just come say hi, and like always, I'll see you guys in my next video.